Hey water signs, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Sorry for my delay in getting these readings out to you. My daughter and her boyfriend actually came into town for a visit, so I've spent many days at the beach getting sunburned and just basking in the sun and in the sound of the waves. It's so grounding for me. Happy Leo season. Also celebrated my birthday, so I am really excited to get back to the readings. For this reading, I'm looking at pulling from the Path of Shadows Oracle deck and looking to see where's your shadow at the present time, and then how do we grow through that. Timestamps will be included in the description box, and I will see you at your sign. Hey Cancer, hope you're doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading. First, pulling from the Path of Shadows Oracle deck. Spirit, thank you for presiding over this reading. Please show me shadow for Cancer at the present time. Show me that Cancer energy. What is the shadow aspect of Cancer that Cancer needs to be aware of and working through at the present time? Show me shadow for Cancer. Show me that Cancer energy. Shadow for Cancer. Show me Cancer. Shadow aspect. Messages for the highest good of Cancer spirit. Let's do one more. Shadow for Cancer. That feels good. Dagger. Action, bravery, and determination. So I'm seeing like an Ace of Swords on this card. So some sharp truths, hard-earned truths, perhaps taking action, being persistent, being determined towards something. Dagger. And then potion. Transformation, resourcefulness, and change. Yeah, so I always say with the Ace of Swords card, it's a sharp truth that requires you to act. It requires you to take action. It's not something that we can ignore. So I am seeing that energy here. So being determined, possibly some changes, but really some kind of sharp truth coming in that requires you to take action. Let's see if we can get more on why this is currently challenging you. Can I see the challenge for Cancer in terms of the dagger and potion? The challenge associated with Cancer, dagger and potion. Action, bravery, determination, transformation, resourcefulness, and change. And I see the challenge associated with this for Cancer. Let's do two more, Spirit. The challenge for Cancer in association with dagger and potion. All right. All right. Patience and strength. Patience is in reverse. So perhaps you've been impatient with something. I'm hearing stay the course. Stay the course. And that strength, that's a persistent energy. That's a determined energy. I'm also being drawn to like this, there's this blue on this card, but in the center of it looks like a moon. So perhaps the sharp truth, like this hard-earned truth, whatever that may be for you, has required you, or it came about from you digging into your moon space. So our moon is the shadow aspects of ourselves, right? Illusion, delusion, things that we haven't wanted to take a look at, perhaps. Sometimes it's subconscious. Sometimes we purposely put it there, right? Like, I don't want to take a look at that. So I feel like you have went into that moon space and came out with a sharp truth that is now requiring you to take action. It does require your strength, and it does require you to be patient with yourself first and foremost. I am sensing some change here, perhaps a process of transformation. We will see. Let's get into, actually, before I get into the tarot, I'm going to pull some charms. Charms can either resonate with the reading in some way or resonate with you. Let's see, charms for Cancer. I'm also seeing options on this potion card. It actually reminds me of like the Seven of Cups, which also goes along with illusion and delusion, right? Like, which potion am I going to select? Which potion am I going to use for the job, right? For the action. What direction am I going to take? Let's get charms for Cancer. Okay. Let me pull out the letters. Get my duplicates. Okay, I have E, D, L, A, O, V, V, and Y. So E, D, L, A, O, V, V, and Y. I have the big leaf, so turning over a new leaf. There's that change, possibly transformation. I have the numbers 1, 13, 5, 2. I have the butterfly in reverse, transformation. Yeah, perhaps this has been a transformation that has been wanting to occur, right? Like that hard-earned truth of the sword, the dagger. Let's see, I have a cross, another cross of commitment. I have the starfish, so really listening to your intuition. I have the heart with the word love in reverse. I have the tree of life, so abundance. I have the keyhole. I have the owl, so really listening to your wisdom or tapping into your wisdom. I also have the heart in reverse. So possibly something related to love. The bananas, there's that strength. The tooth, so really sinking your teeth into something, possibly into this truth. And then I have the word grace in reverse. Yeah, I feel like it's like there's a lot of reversals here in regards to the heart, grace, love, and transformation. So I feel like whatever this truth is that you've gained, it's requiring you to be very discerning as to what decisions you make, what potions you take, which potions you use. It's requiring your patience, your diligence, and your discernment, as well as your strength to cut through illusions and to really see things clearly. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see if we can get more on what this might be for you, Cancer. All right, can I see more about this for Cancer? Can I see more about this for Cancer? More about this for Cancer. It's interesting on this dagger card, I'm seeing like fire rising. Cancer may be your rising sign. Let's do 2 more. 3, 6, 9 for Cancer. Dagger, potion, patience, and strength for Cancer. All right, I have the Queen of Wands, Death and Rebirth, 5 of Pentacles, interesting. The Moon, there's the Moon, the Hermit, the Sun, wow. 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Lovers, interesting. Spirit, am I taking these in the reverse? No. Okay. I'm taking these in the upright. All right. So, Queen of Wands, Death, and 5 of Pentacles. Remember how I just said that fire rising? That's that Queen of Wands energy. Death and rebirth, 5 of Pentacles. Transforming something. Transforming. I feel like you're transforming you. Possibly a situation, we'll see upon clarification, something that you broke from. But definitely there is a transformation occurring within you. Your own fire energy is rising. It's being transformed, possibly based on this truth. That truth could be associated with this 5 of Pentacles, which is feelings of lack, a breakage, feeling like an outsider, feeling left out in the cold. Then we have the Moon, the Hermit, and the Sun. So a lot of deep introspection regarding, or into that moon space. Remember how I said like digging into that moon space and you come out with truth? That's what the Hermit does. And the Moon and the Hermit, it's like I'm digging into that moon and cutting away all of the illusions and the delusions, and what's coming out of this is either illumination of that truth, but it's like a freeing energy. It's an energy of sun, warmth. So we will see. This could be the illumination of that dagger of truth that requires you to take action, or it could just be introspection and understanding after I cut away the illusions, the delusions, the things that I haven't wanted to take a look at. I know what makes me happy. Then on the top row, we have 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Lovers. Okay, so here, a lot of heaviness, a lot of burden, a lot of conflict, internal and external, I feel like, because we have the Lovers here, which automatically means 2. So the Lovers connection, it's very heavy. There's a lot of conflict, both internal and external. Interesting. The Lovers can also represent a major decision or choice that needs to be made. Remember I said potion. Which potion are you going to use for the job? Right? To create change in this situation. All right, let's get some clarifiers out here. All right, show me the Queen of Wands, Death, and 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, Death, and 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, Death, and 5 of Pentacles for Cancer. Queen of Wands, Death, 5 of Pentacles. So on the board currently, we have Scorpio, we have Pisces, we have Virgo, we have Leo, and we have Gemini. One more. Queen of Wands, Death, and Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Chariot. Interesting. Okay, so I do see this as wanting to transform a situation, a breakage, some kind of breakage that's occurred. Likely related to this lover's connection. There's clarity. King of Swords, there's decisive energy. I want to balance. I want to move in the direction of balance. Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, forward movement, determined movement. Could also be that you have an uptick in energy and you're going to use discernment in terms of what you move towards. That's that transformation within you. I'm actually seeing it more that way. Like, well, going back to the potions, which ones am I going to choose, right? I'm going to choose partnerships or connections that are balanced, that are equal give and take. Those are the direction, that's the direction I will move in. Not ones that make me feel lack. Not connections that make me feel like an outsider. Right? Let's see what's gained over here. What insight is gained. The Moon, the Hermit, the Sun. And I see the Moon, the Hermit, the Sun for Cancer. The Moon, the Hermit, the Sun. The Moon, the Hermit, the Sun for Cancer. Let's do one more. The Moon, the Hermit, the Sun for Cancer. The World. Three of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, there's a sharp truth about something that needs to close out, like moving forward after an ending. After this ending, the World. There's new insight gained about the ending. And whatever that insight is, that truth, after you cut through the illusion, after you cut through the delusions, after you cut through the silence, I'm hearing there's insight gained about endings and moving forward and having hope and anticipation for the future. The World, Three of Wands, Six of Swords, moving from one shore to go to another. Insight gained about the direction that you go in and what you move towards and what you move away from. Five of Pentacles, the World. And what you're moving towards is happiness, the sun, warmth, joy, hope, healing. Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, the Lovers. So very strong connection, internal and external conflict. It's been very heavy. Show me Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, the Lovers. Yeah, this is requiring your strength to move away from this and to have hope. Show me Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, the Lovers. It's been very heavy. One more. Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, the Lovers. Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, the Lovers for Cancer. The Fool, Six of Wands, King of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, you're moving towards stability. You're saying, I need to walk away from this. I am moving away from this conflict. I'm making a decision to stand in my authority, King of Pentacles. So you show me King of Swords over here, so logic, mind, mental energy. Here, you're showing me 3D, material. I want to be seen and recognized for who I am. Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, for the stability that I offer. I create whole worlds. And I'm moving towards that, the Fool. I'm creating a new beginning for myself. That's the decision that you're making. You're dropping this burden and moving in the direction of recognition for what you bring and what you create. And the amount of 3D energy and effort that you put in. Interesting. All right, so we have Cancer on the board now. We have, Scorpio. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Leo again, and we have Aries. Yeah, so I see the action, the bravery, Six of Wands, the determination of the Chariot and the Six of Wands, and even the Six of Swords. This has required you to really evaluate decisions and what you will move towards and what you will drop. And it's required your strength. But whatever you gained insight on here about endings, after you cut away the illusion, that insight is what propels you into that determined energy to move forward towards happiness and towards a new beginning for yourself. I love this for you. Let's get some advice for you. All right. Let's get advice for Cancer. Advice for Cancer. Advice for Cancer. This is beautiful. I mean, it's so determined to have a new beginning for yourself. Very discerning energy on what kind of world you want for yourself and where you are headed and how you will be discerning and make decisions according to balance and reciprocity. Let's do one more. Advice for Cancer. Advice for Cancer. The Fool. Judgment. The Sun. Oh, that's beautiful. The bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. Yeah, I'm no longer going to lie to myself. There's the Ace of Swords. Yep. You're making a judgment call for a new beginning for yourself, the Fool. Taking a leap of faith towards and creating a new beginning for yourself based on what your truth is regarding happiness and joy and hope. Ace of Swords, the Sun. This is beautiful energy. You're making the judgment call. You've learned the lessons surrounding what brings you joy, what brings you hope, what brings you warmth into your life, and what doesn't. And so you're creating a new beginning. You're stepping into a new beginning for yourself. I love this for you. I love this for you. I feel like I don't need any more advice. All right. I hope that this helped you, Cancer. Take care. Hey, Scorpio. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. First, pulling from the Path of Shadows Oracle. Show me that Scorpio energy, spirit, shadow aspect for Scorpio at the present time. What does Scorpio need to be aware of in terms of their shadow aspect at the current time? Show me Scorpio's shadow at the present time. Messages for the highest good of Scorpio. Show me Scorpio at the present time. Show me Scorpio at the present time. Show me Scorpio shadow. Let's do one more, Spirit. Scorpio shadow. Yeah, it feels good. Show me shadow aspect for Scorpio. Sabotaging relationships. In the tangle of love, my demons emerge, and I wonder if yours will ask them to dance. Oh, somebody else got this. I want to say Leo. Eerie graveyard. As life transcends and we all fall into a silent embrace, the old attachments die, finding closure and grace. Ooh, I'm glad that I pulled that second card. So it says we fall into a silent embrace. The old attachments die, finding closure and grace. So I feel like there's an ending here to sabotaging relationships. I see the embrace on that sabotaging relationships card, and it's saying the old attachments die and we find closure and grace. It's like I'm putting an end to that. Those kinds of connections can remain in the graveyard, right? As life transcends. So perhaps you've done a lot of growth. And I think understanding of connections that bring out the best in you, the light aspects of you, not the dark, right? Not the shadow aspects. Let's see what the challenge is associated with this. Can I see the challenge for Scorpio in terms of sabotaging relationships and the eerie graveyard? Can I see the challenge associated with sabotaging relationships and the eerie graveyard? I don't feel like this is where you currently are. I feel like, especially with that graveyard, like this is something that you are like laying to rest. You're coming out of it. Sabotaging relationships and eerie graveyard. What's the challenge associated with this for Scorpio? One more. Sabotaging relationships and graveyard. The aristocrat. Yeah, really seeing clearly. Having wisdom. Taking control. Taking control. Being powerful. It's like that emperor energy. Emperor, empress energy. Being discerning. Yeah, the journey. The journey. It was in the reverse. It came out like this. I feel like there's no more tumultuous waters. You're moving away from that. You're burying that. You are taking a different type of journey. I'm feeling one more. The necropolis. There's like a tower energy. Yeah, I feel like you gained a lot of wisdom, perhaps through a tower. Internal. I feel like it's internal. As life transcends and we all fall into a silent embrace, the old attachments die, the tower. Illusions, delusions come down, attachments. Anything that we are not to be connected to, that is not for our highest good, the old attachments die and we find closure and grace. Excellent. I love this. Yeah, reincarnation. There's the transformation. So as I mentioned, I felt that energy. This is not where you currently are. It's where you're coming from, into a different space. And I love that for you. All right, let's get some charms for Scorpio. Let's get charms for Scorpio. Charms can resonate with the reading in some way or resonate with you as an individual. Charms for Scorpio. All right, so let's see. That's interesting. No duplicates. Okay. So we have Y, C, E, H, O, R, K, D, M, and Q. I'll say those again. Y, C, E, H, O, R, K, D, M, Q. We have the smiley face emoji. Also happiness. We have the cat. So you've been listening to your intuition. We have the bat in reverse. Yeah, like I'm no longer going to be attracted by like that sabotaging energy or anything that is not for me. I'm no longer going to dismiss the signs, the signals, right? We have the bananas. We have the angel. You are guided. You are protected. We have the bloom in reverse. Yeah, you're recognizing what has the potential to bloom and what doesn't, and what needs to be buried in that graveyard. We have the heart here, so possible love energy. We have the word scarlet. I feel like that vixen, the siren energy, the energy that tempts us, right? Scarlet and the heart. I'm seeing like crimson, but definitely siren energy. It's that tempting energy, and you're no longer going to head in that direction. Here is the symbol that I always see with like a pivot in the direction that we go. Third eye. So yeah, really tapping into your intuition, seeing things very clearly. We have two matching feathers. Yeah, similar frequencies. You're gonna connect with those things that have a similar frequency. We have the money sign, so abundance. We have the dragonfly, going with the flow. We have the bow, so feminine energy here. We have the word willpower. We have the word believe. And we have the word forever. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I love this energy for you. It's so strong. It's that aristocrat energy, the emperor, empress energy, of knowing what your value is and knowing your worth and moving in that direction, in relationships, romantic or platonic, right? What is worthy of me? What brings out the best in me? What attachments do I let go of? Which attachments do I embrace? No longer moving in the direction of tumultuous waters, right? All right, show me 369 for Scorpio. 369 for Scorpio. One more. 369 for Scorpio. I'm gonna do one more. Can I get a clean shuffle? 369 for Scorpio. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Knight of Cups. Wow, that's beautiful energy. You know the world that you want and where you want to give your heart to. Five of Wands. Six of Cups. Two of Cups. Wow. It's beautiful soul bond energy here. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. I'm interested to see what this Five of Wands is. There's a lot of conflict here. Death. There's you. Three of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Wow. Transformation. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Communication. Taking action towards something. Okay, over here. Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. You understand. You want Tree of Life. You want everything. Ultimate abundance. Everything that you are connected to. There has to be heart. There has to be emotions involved. Romantic or platonic. There has to be the giving and receiving of love. You know this. You know this to be true for yourself. Okay? And then there's a conflict here surrounding a soul bond. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Perhaps this piece is missing. I don't know. We'll see. Or there's question about, is it equal? Is it reciprocated? Two of Cups. We'll see. And then Death, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. There's a communication of either transforming this connection. Death, Three of Pentacles. Moving from one state to another, which would be like a romantic state to a friendship, or wanting to revive cooperation and harmony, and communicating that or taking action towards that. We will see. We will see upon clarification. Let me take a look at this segment here. But I'm most interested in right here. There's a few key players here on the board for you. Let me see the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. So this is full clarity, that aristocrat energy of exactly what you desire. And it looks like your one qualifier is that there has to be love, both given and received. Let me see Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. One more. Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups for Scorpio. King of Pentacles. There's that Five of Wands again. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody that is part of your Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, Two of Cups energy. There's conflict there. You want to work through it. Eight of Pentacles. It's like you're... Let me look at this Knight of Cups. Show me Knight of Cups. One more, Knight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. King of Swords. Judgment. Excuse me. Remember how I said your qualifier is that love has to be freely given and received. There's a conflict about this surrounding what you have built for yourself, your 3D world. Is there love? Is it freely given? Is it balanced? Is it reciprocal? And you will make decisions, King of Swords, judgment, surrounding that very qualifying element. Is love freely given and received? For me and for the person I'm dealing with. And you're saying that is your qualifier. You will make decisions according to that. And there is conflict surrounding that very concept in relationship to your external world, Ten of Pentacles, everything you have built into. Relationships, partnerships, community, 3D energy, so work energy, everything you are connected to, family. And I see that conflict over here surrounding Six of Cups, Two of Cups, something that should be balanced and equal, Two of Cups, with a connection that we have a lot of memories with, soul bond energy. Let me see, Five of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Five of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Five of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Let's do one more. Five of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Yeah, Nine of Swords, the Empress, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. A lot of stress and worry. Surrounding your value, the Empress, and what you stand for. Nine of Pentacles, what you deserve. It's an internal conflict about what you deserve. The Empress is all the queens in one. 9 of Pentacles, I stand abundant, deserving. Going back to your oracles, no longer going to engage in connections that bring out the worst in me. The old attachments die. This is empowerment here. And there's been a lot of stress and anxiety about this. And I believe it's because leaving behind in some way the 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, something that should have been balanced. You emphasize balance over here. But I really do see these as your energy. And you understanding your value and your worth. And then we have Death, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. I feel like this is, I no longer can harmonize. We're not on the same page. I no longer can harmonize with you. I'm no longer building into this with you. I'm ending cooperation and harmony. That 2 of Cups energy of the giving back and forth, because it looks like you're not getting. You're not receiving. Death, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands for Scorpio. One more. Death, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands for Scorpio. Yeah. 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Oh. Okay. You're looking at everything that you haven't wanted to see. 8 of Swords. That's the energy of literally the woman is bound, blindfolded in between all these swords, but if she simply takes off the blindfold, she'll see she can just easily walk. The swords aren't binding her. She can just walk forward. So she's choosing not to see. But you are ending that. You are ending cooperation and harmony. Teamwork, collaboration. There's an ending here. 10 of Swords. And 7 of Cups. You're cutting through the illusions. You're seeing things very clearly. And you're communicating this. That you're ending whatever this connection is over here. Because remember, you said your qualifier is equal. Equal give and take. And it's got to be from the heart. Love has to be freely given and received. And you're making a judgment call about this to end whatever this is. 3 of Pentacles can be friendship. But then you show me more personal notes over here of 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. So something that you have balanced with for a very long time, or tried to balance with for a very long time. But you've been conflicted about whether it was actually aligned with your value and your worth and what you're deserving of. And up here, you're saying, I'm removing the blindfold. I am ending this. I'm cutting through the illusion. I'm putting an end to this. And you are communicating it and you are taking action towards it. The aristocrat energy. Wow. The Magician. You're manifesting. Yeah. No longer deceit, instead happiness. Right? Okay. Very interesting. Let's get some advice for you, Scorpio. Very interesting. So I'm not sure what this connection is for you. You didn't show me the Lovers, so wasn't spiritually bound. Could be friendship that you've had for a very long time. Whatever it was, you've had a lot of memories with it. And an idea was attached to it that we're equal and we give equally back and forth to one another. But going back to your qualifier, perhaps love couldn't be freely given or received, either from your end or their end. And your oracles, your shadow, not engaging in sabotaging relationships. Leave them, bury those connections. As life transcends, we fall into a silent embrace, finding closure and grace. Okay, one more advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio. There's that Five of Wands again. Queen of Pentacles. The Lovers. Wow. Nurture. What did I say? You didn't show me the Lovers. Spiritual connection that exists on a higher plane. It's spiritual. It's mental. It's emotional. It's not easily understood, but it just is. It's equal. Both people choose it over and over again. It's balanced. Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. Queen of Pentacles, nurture yourself first and foremost. Looks like that Five of Wands showed me it one time over here, one time over here, and now you're showing me it again. Whatever it is that's been in your world, you have felt internal conflict about whether there was love, equal love in this. Over here, is this aligned with my value? Is this aligned with my worth? Here, Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. This is equal and balanced. There's still some internal conflict here. Surrounding investment and nurture. Can you invest in this? The Lovers. The connection that exists on the higher plane, where there is equal love, given and received. There's still some conflict there for you. Where is this conflict coming from? Can I push this a bit further? Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. So perhaps this Lovers connection is what is prompting these questions and this reflection about sabotaging. What's sabotaging relationship? Five of Wands can also be self-sabotage. So maybe the advice here is don't self-sabotage when it comes to this Lovers connection. Actually, that makes sense. Show me Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. Don't self-sabotage. One more. Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. Let me do one more, Spirit. Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. Queen of Swords. Matching frequencies. 9 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. That's where it is. It's the question you have about, can you invest in this? There's anxiety about it. 9 of Swords. You showed me that same 9 of Swords over here related to your self-worth and your value and what is aligned with your value. Right? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. That is matching frequencies. One's more nurturing. One's more logical. There's a lot of anxiety and stress and overthinking specifically regarding the investment. Page of Pentacles. And this is a small investment. And I think the advice here is don't self-sabotage this connection. The Lovers. Remember your qualifier. Is love, can love be freely given and received in this connection? That was what you said you were going to make decisions based on. So don't sabotage when it shows up. The Lovers. Equally felt, equally understood. And it exists on a whole other plane. Spiritual, emotional, 3D. It's angelic. It's everything. Wow. I love this for you. Let me get a couple more charms. I am being prompted to do that. Charms for Scorpio to round out the reading, Spirit. And then I'm going to get one final advice card for you. Let's see. I have M, W, U, B, F, and X. M, W, U, B, F, and X. We have the Butterfly of Transformation. We have the guitar. We have some music might be important to you. We have the word protected. We have the heart. We have the yin and yang in reverse. So yeah, this 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups wasn't very balanced. We have the button. We have another butterfly. So 2 butterflies of transformation. We have the key and we have the keyhole. Yeah, you hold the key in this situation, right? You are the aristocrat. We have 2 feathers here. We have the starfish in reverse. Yeah, perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition at one time. We have 2 crosses of commitment. I see that as that Lovers. We have the tree of life, so actual abundance that you show me over here, 10 of Pentacles. This is the tree of life. This is everything. This is ultimate abundance. And then we have the masculine tie. All right, I'm going to get one final advice for you, Scorpio. Your reading was very interesting. I loved it. All right, one final advice for Scorpio. Can I get one final advice for Scorpio? Let's do one more shuffle, Spirit. One final advice for Scorpio. All right, final advice for Scorpio. Guide. Yeah, you are being guided towards connection, towards actual connection. I love this. You are being guided towards actual connection. That's that Lovers. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Love this for you. Love this. I hope that it helped you. Take care. Hey Pisces, hope you're doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading. First pulling from the Path of Shadows Oracle. Spirit, thank you for providing over this reading for Pisces. Let me see shadow aspects of Pisces at the present time. What do you want Pisces to be aware of at the present time in terms of their shadow? Show me Pisces energy. What does Pisces need to be aware of? Messages for the highest good of Pisces. Show me that Pisces energy. Shadow aspects of Pisces. Does Pisces need to dig into in order to grow out of, grow from? Shadow and growth for Pisces. Shadow and growth for Pisces. I'm feeling 3 more, Spirit. Shadow and growth. Shadow and growth for Pisces. 1 more, Spirit. Shadow for Pisces. I'm feeling 1 more. Sorry, Pisces. Sometimes that just happens. It's like, no, you'll stop when I tell you to stop. Let's see. Perhaps that's been something that you've been experiencing. Like it's not ready yet, or perhaps that's part of your shadow, like not wanting to stop something or not feeling like it's the right timing. Let's do 1 more. Shadow for Pisces. Banshee. All I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. Yeah, there's that procrastination energy. That's like that 8 of Swords energy of I don't want to see it. I'm remaining with the blindfold on because I don't want to take a look at it, because then that means that I would have to take action. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. Interesting. Owl, wisdom, shadows, and deeper truths. Wow. 2 very contrasting energies here. So are you not wanting to see truths, but also simultaneously experiencing them? Wisdom, shadows, and deeper truths. But if you embrace truths, especially hard-earned ones like this, it requires you to take action, right? Like that Ace of Swords energy. All I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. There's something you are seeing very clearly with the and you have wisdom. The owl has wisdom, but perhaps part of your shadow right now is I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this because then I have to do something about it. Jinn. As magic unfolds, a risk as high will arise. Wishes will be granted, but beware the design. Yeah, I feel like there's something you're not wanting to see, but you're seeing it. A warning scream, a risk as high will arise. you're being alerted to something. And it may fulfill certain aspects, right, that you want or desire. But beware the design. Really, I'm hearing like lean into your intuition, lean into your wisdom. Let's see what the challenge is with this. What is the challenge with this for Pisces? Banshee, Owl, and Jinn. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. What truth is Pisces seeing that they don't want to see? What is this for Pisces? What's the challenge associated with this for Pisces? Banshee, Owl, and Jinn for Pisces. One more. Banshee, Owl, and Jinn for Pisces. Seduction in reverse. Remember I said it could be something that fulfills you in certain aspects. And it even says on the Jinn card, wishes will be granted, but beware of the design. Is it seduction? What's alluring that you need to see beyond? Foresight. You have the foresight, the owl, wisdom, deeper truths, foresight. You have the ability to see beyond. Ignoring the signs won't make you free. What is this about? Patience. There's the crow. Which is also a sign of wisdom. Wisdom about what? Vigilance. Determination. The thief. Something being taken. I'm not necessarily seeing it like taking it literal as like a thief, but they're taking something from you. They're taking your energy. Whatever this is. This could be a situation. This could be a situation, person, place, or thing, right? There is seduction or seducing elements associated with it. It perhaps feeds a desire of yours in some way, but there's something there's a deeper truth that you need to see and have foresight about and rely on your wisdom. The thief. So a thief, we see them as one thing, and then there's deception, right? So maybe there's something deceptive that there's a need for you to see very clearly. There it is, truth, the deeper truth. That's the Ace of Swords. And then wisdom right behind it, truth and wisdom. And then there's entanglement right behind that. Yeah, what are you entangled in? Or don't become entangled in. And there's that same, the adversary. Yeah, I'm not liking that energy. I'm not liking that energy. Seduction, adversary, thief, entanglement. Rely on foresight, wisdom, and truth. See things clearly. Because you have it within you. Okay? Oh, I got really icky feeling from that. like the way that that energy feels. Not at all. Can I get charms for Pisces? So charms can either resonate with you in some way or the reading. Can I get charms for Pisces? Let me pull out the letters. Okay. M, J, Q, G, W, I, X, L, L, G, and S. M, J, Q, G, W, I, X, L, L, G, S. We have the anchor. Yeah, what are you anchoring yourself into? We have the leaf, the big leaf, so turning over a new leaf. Another anchor with the word love on it. Yeah, that's that question of what are you anchoring yourself to? We have the yin and yang heart. We have the masculine glasses. So really, really making sure that you're relying on your wisdom and on truth and seeing things clearly. We have the flower in reverse. Something is not blooming. Something is not authentic. Something is not growing. We have the heart with the word love in reverse. Yeah. We have the money sign in reverse. No abundance in that situation. The heart in reverse. Interesting. We have the wrench. I feel like there's a wrench in this situation in some way, shape, or form. There's the deer, so shyness, timidity, also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the butterfly of transformation. We have 2 crosses in the reverse. Yeah, like there's no commitment here. Something like that. Or what are you anchoring yourself to? What are you committing to? We have another cross in the upright. We have the key, actually 2 keys. Matching keys. So there are similar energies here. And then this one is like I'm feeling that with that thief energy, that seduction, that entanglement energy. We have 2 feathers, go with the flow, really listen to your intuition. We have the tree of life here. It's very small. There's a bigger one in the charms that I have. This one's very small. Yeah, I feel like there's that lack of abundance, that money sign reverse, and the word hope. And we have the starfish, really listen to your intuition. And we also have the bat. Make sure that you are tapping into the signals, the signs. Ignoring the signs won't make you free. And then we have the 4-leaf clover. All right. Let's get into the tarot and see if we can get more on what the situation may be for you. I really cannot shake that energy. I don't like it. I don't like the way that I feel in it. It does not feel good. Almost confining. Let's see, 369 for Pisces. Tell me what this is for Pisces. Banshee, Owl, Jinn, Seduction, Wisdom, Truth, and Foresight. Three, 6, 9 for Pisces. One more, 3, 6, 9 for Pisces. The Sun, 6 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Before I say something about that, I want to see what else comes out here. 4 of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. What the hell? The Hierophant, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Okay, so up here, the Truth and the Owl. It was interesting the way that these cards came out, because I'm like, oh, I was just thinking as I was shuffling, these bottom ones all align with this other energy. The energy that I wasn't liking, the feeling or the sense that I was getting. All I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. So ignoring the signs of this other energy will not set you free, right? It's very entangling. The Owl, wisdom, shadows, and deeper truths. I thought initially that was speaking about you, but I'm seeing it more as this other energy. And when I was shuffling, I was like, is this other energy speaking a truth that they're claiming is a deeper truth, but it's really seduction, and has a malintent behind it, like the thief, the adversary, that type of energy, like it's wanting something from you, right? And then Jinn, as magic unfolds, a risk as high will arise. Wishes will be granted, but beware the design. That's the seduction, right? Something that you potentially have desired could be granted to you. But then that top row, use your wisdom, rely on your foresight. You need to see beyond, right? To see truth, actual truth. And then this spread is beautiful. But there's one key element right here. 2 of Swords. There's crows. She's blindfolded. She's all tangled up. Confusion. And over here, the Sun, 6 of Wands. Somebody feeling victorious, operating in ego, claiming that they know happiness, that they know joy, that they know hope, wanting recognition. They're feeling triumphant. That's the 6 of Wands energy in its shadow element. And it leaves you in a state of confusion. So I feel like here, there's been an illumination or a putting forth truth from this energy. And they feel triumphant in it. And they claim the sun, they claim warmth, they claim joy, they claim hope. They want happiness. They're feeling victorious. But it leaves you in a state of confusion. What do I do? What do I think about this? Am I seeing this clearly? Then over here, Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. I'm going to have to see upon clarification, but this is beautiful energy. This is feeling lit up for some type of connection and relationship. And driving full force ahead. What's interesting is I see this going in a different direction than this. It's not pointing this way, it's pointing that way. And then the Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Hierophant, our highest self, our highest good. I will hold on to that. Right? Four of Pentacles. I will withhold. I feel like from here. Perhaps because of your understanding of what's for your highest good. And then we have the opening up Page of Wands with hope and enthusiasm and joy, which I see this energy over here. It's very, very interesting. I need to get clarifiers for sure. Definitely multiple energies on the board. Let me see. Let me see the Sun, Six of Wands, Two of Swords. The Sun, Six of Wands, Two of Swords. The Sun, Six of Wands, Two of Swords for Pisces. The Sun, Six of Wands, Two of Swords for Pisces. Let's do one more. The Sun, Six of Wands, Two of Swords. The Sun, Six of Wands, Two of Swords. Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a halt. Can this be balanced? Is this abundant? The Hanged Man. You're halting judgment right now to see, can this be balanced? Six of Pentacles. Is it actually all that it says it is? That it's equal give and take, that it wants to balance, that Ten of Pentacles, Tree of Life, that, you know, will build into this ultimate state of abundance, Tree of Life energy. There's confusion here, and I like that you're taking a time out, the Hanged Man, to really take a look at this. And I do feel like something is being communicated to you. This other energy feels victorious in it. They're claiming happiness. They're claiming the sun. And that, yes, we can have ultimate abundance, the Tree of Life, the everything we could ever want. I'm willing to give to you. I'm willing to balance this. I have confidence in this. And you are left in a state of confusion and really having to take a look at this. Is this everything it's cracked up to be? Is this truth, or is this seduction? Is it entanglement? Then over here, Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. Let me see what this is. This feels very different. Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. Four of Wands is very stable. It's a relationship. It's celebratory. Knight of Wands, feeling very passionate, lit up. And then the Chariot, very determined to go in that direction. Let me see. Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. One more. Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. Knight of Cups. Oh. Ace of Cups. Three of Cups. Oh, wow. So much love. Where there's question over here about whether this can be in balance and whether it's everything it's cracked up to be. Over here, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Three of Cups. Whatever you are connecting to is filled with so much love. Self-love, love for another, and it's returned to you. Three of Cups, Knight of Cups. It's given and it's received. And there's so much passion and stability. So much love and passion and stability. Four of Wands. And that's the direction that you're moving in, that you've been moving towards. This is beautiful. So I feel like up here, you're saying, and I'm going to see upon clarification, but I feel like up here, you're making a decision that I'm going to hold on to what I'm committing to. What's aligned with my highest good. And that is so much love, heart, emotion, which is important for you as a water sign. Over here, somebody's offering pentacle energy, earth energy. But there's literally no reference to heart or love. Over here, it's full of love and passion and determination, persistence. Show me the Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands. But you can have it, we can have it all. We can have it all. I want to give you everything. And you're like, wait a minute. And over here, there's no question. No question. There's determination. The Chariot. Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups. Ace of Cups. Three of Cups. Show me the Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands. The Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands. The Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands. One more. The Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Four of Cups, Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're withholding from whatever this is because of pain in your heart. Three of Swords. And because of a lot of unhappiness. Four of Cups. And you're like, I don't know if that can be balanced. I don't know that that's aligned with my highest good. Queen of Pentacles, exactly. You don't know, like, how is that aligned with my highest good? Queen of Pentacles is self-love and nurture energy. So I'm going to hold back from this. Let me see that Page of Wands. I want to see the Page of Wands. What you are feeling hope and enthusiasm for. Show me the Page of Wands. Show me Page of Wands. One more. Page of Wands. Judgment. You're making the decision. 6 of Cups. 10 of... Wow. 10 of Cups. Yeah, you're making the judgment call. You're going to go... Keep going in this direction towards love with a soul bond. 6 of Cups, Judgment, 10 of Cups. Because you want ultimate happiness from the heart. Over here, this person, this energy is offering 10 of Pentacles, which is great. It's ultimate abundance. It's tree of life. But remember how I said there's no heart here? There's so much heart and love here. And here you're saying, I'm making the judgment call to go towards, continue going towards a 6 of Cups. That's a soul bond. Sweet memories. Memories from the past. Because that's my ultimate happiness. 10 of Cups. Wow. Yeah, so I feel like you're cutting through with using your wisdom and your truth and foresight, seeing there's no heart in this, but there's so much heart here. And I'm going to make the judgment call to go in that direction, continue in that direction. Love this for you. Such an interesting reading. Let me get a couple more charms and then I'm going to get advice for you. Pisces. Such an interesting reading. All right. Okay, letters M, D, Q, C, E. I'll say those again. M, D, Q, C, E. We have the meditative hand. So spirituality, remaining grounded, remaining centered. We have the bananas in reverse. We have the milk, so strength. We have the drums. Okay. The drums and the trumpet. So I feel like that's that sign of judgment that you are taking over here. Interesting. We have 4 words. There's a lot of reversals here. 3-leaf clover in reverse. We have the black and white dress in reverse. Yeah, you're getting out of that black and white thinking, that confusion. We have the world, ending out cycles. We have the masculine tie in reverse. We have the hollow heart. We have the leaf, so turning over a new leaf. We have 2 matching stars. That's that 6 of Cups energy. Soul bond, matching frequencies with someone. We have the bow, feminine energy. We have 2 matching bows, actually. Similar frequencies. We have the wheel of fortune, change, a lot of time, moving into the next stage of your journey. We have the cross of commitment. We have the word miracle in reverse. Yeah, remember it says up here, wishes will be granted, but beware the design. Miracle, this isn't a miracle, right? Perhaps would have been at one point for you. Grace in reverse. Yeah, there's no grace for the situation. Up here, you show me, how can I balance the amount of unhappiness and the pain in my heart? How does that align with my highest good? Right? There's no grace. Imagine in reverse and blessed in reverse. Yeah, this is not abundant. Okay. All right, let's get some advice for you. So interesting. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. One more. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. King of Cups. Man. Four of Wands. Seven of Swords. Yeah. In reverse. Yeah. Deceit over here. King of Cups. Four of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. I love that. So over here where you show me, I'm making the judgment call to continue going towards this soul bond connection, sweet memories from the past, because I want 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment. Here, your advice is you will have that, and you will have all of that love, King of Cups, Four of Wands within this connection, and you will have an actual tree of life, 10 of Pentacles. Ultimate happiness and ultimate abundance. I love that for you. I love that for you. The Empress. With an Empress, somebody who is worthy of you. I love that. All right, I'm going to get one final advice card from this deck. Yeah, that question that you had, how is this worthy of me? And Spirit's showing you, this one is. They're an Empress. They've earned their place in your life. I just got chills with that. They've earned their place in your life. They are worthy of you. All right, two more, Spirit. Final advice for Pisces. Temple, there's that Four of Wands energy and order. Yeah, there's stability here. All right, let's do one more. Divinely orchestrated, perhaps, with that order card. Final advice for Pisces. It's aligned. It's in alignment with you. Literally scream. Remember over here, Banshee, all I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. Scream came out over here. And guide. Yeah, be guided. See it. See it. Flow. Yeah. Flow in your wisdom. Flow in your truth. I love this for you, Pisces. Very, very interesting reading. I hope that it helps you. Take care.